Who the hell is Bryce, bro? Hi guys, welcome to the stream. No idea what movie he's talking about. He's been messaging me talking about Bryce. I don't know who the fuck Bryce is. No idea what he's talking about. He's off his meds and his rocker yet again. So there's that. I agree with Forrest. No idea what's going on with him. Bow Wow, we're not gonna be screaming, buddy. Today's not a screaming day. I got my shit list out and I'm ready to go. Okay, so I want to start the stream by whoa, why does my eye look like that? I'm dying. I wanted to start this stream by saying the reason I asked that question in the beginning about AI is because I feel like I always hear people complaining about AI, right? But I never feel like I hear anything from actual artists. I feel like I hear things from like all these people who don't even create any art. But Forrest, what you said makes a lot of sense. And I kind of feel the same way. I'm just kind of one of those people that's kind of like, if it's something that I can't control, then am I going to sit here and cry about it, or am I going to adapt to it? And I think I'm just going to adapt to it. I don't think anybody's going to like die from, you know, people using AI. Well, like I said, I do draw the line at people, even though sometimes I share those videos because sometimes they're funny. But I don't like when we get into people using actual people's faces and stuff in videos. Like I don't know if you guys have seen like the ones where they use like Martin Luther King, Tupac, Biggie, Michael Jackson, and I saw one with like Jake Paul. Like I think when we start using like actual people's faces, which I guess is all actual people's faces, I guess, I think it can get dangerous because we can get to a point where it's like, is it real? Is it not? We don't know. And I think that's dangerous. And I do hope that at some point there will be measures put in place to kind of control some things a little better in terms of how those things go. My eye, am I like dying? Why is my eye like that color? Are we seeing this? It doesn't hurt or anything. I don't know what's going on. Well, I did just wake up actually, so that's probably why. I woke up, I showered, period. Yes, the shit list is back. But the reason I brought that up is because I just had to block somebody on TikTok who was arguing with me. And basically, it was from the RimWorld art video, and I know we've been talking about like AI a lot on the channel recently. But I think it's an important conversation to be had. So the person commented on the video and said, to an artist, the expectation is not for you to pay an artist. The expectation is that you go without. You be an adult and go without a commodity you're not willing to pay for. And to me, it's kind of like, number one, who the fuck are you talking to? Number two, the expectation from who though? Because like, I look high. Oh. The expectation, the way this person was talking to me was as if they're my parent or something, and it was kind of off-putting because like, who the fuck are you talking to? So I responded and I said, go without is wild. I'm gonna go with doing what I want instead. And they said, which is fine, but don't publicly commit theft and then expect people not to acknowledge it as theft. So I responded, I said, calling AI art theft is like saying Google's stealing every time you search. Wild logic, but okay, professor. If you can't do anything but whine under a post, then shut the fuck up because I don't see the cops at my door yet. And I don't. I'm still free, no handcuffs. No handcuffs yet. And I just kind of want to like get into something really quick because I feel like people don't really comprehend all the things AI is a part of that we use every day. And I never see people complaining about the things that I'm about to mention to you guys. So like for everybody that's like online screaming that using AI is theft, I want to help everybody out. And the reason why is because apparently we're drawing the line at innovation now. And there's things I don't agree with as far as AI goes, and I feel like I've made that clear. But I want to play. We're gonna play a little game called "If AI is theft, then you better stop using." Okay. And before I get into my little game, let me open up the chat because I know only members and mods can talk right now, and I'm open to hearing feedback from whoever. Honestly, you don't have to agree with me. That's fine. But I'm not really budging on my stance because it's like you said in your comment earlier, Forrest, it's not going anywhere. Okay, number 1, autocorrect and Grammarly. You're literally you're basically letting an algorithm rewrite your thoughts for you. So I guess plagiarism starts with a red little squiggly line, because that's AI. All right? Number 2, Google. As I said in my comment to this person I blocked, if AI art is theft, then Google's a full-blown crime syndicate, because every time you search something, you're using other people's data. And we all use Google, right? I don't see anybody complaining about Google. Number 3, TikTok and YouTube recommendations. You know, the algorithm, as we call it, literally study creator styles and push content that copies them. Nobody cries theft when they get a viral video out of it, right? Number 4, filters. If I'm a criminal for AI art, you're an accomplice for FaceApp. You know, the little filters we use on Instagram and TikTok and all that, that's AI. Believe it or not. Number 5, yes, I block them because I'm not going back and forth with somebody I don't give a fuck about. I'll say my piece. Once I'm done, I'm done. Like, I'm not going back and forth with you because clearly you're bored. Number 5, Spotify, Netflix, all your little reckless. That's machine learning and feeding you what humans have already made. But apparently that's not stealing. That's just convenient. Number 6, fan art, fan fiction, memes, mood boards. If AI is theft, the entire internet is going to jail, guys. Get out the fucking sirens. Number 7, predictive text. The thing finishing your sentences right now. Guess what? That's AI too. Number 8, voice assistants. This bitch Siri that always be popping up when I didn't tell her to. Alexa, you know, all that. They're just AI that sounds friendlier than I do. Number 9, game mods. You know, all the fun shit we got in RimWorld and The Sims and all that. Y'all and I didn't code the base game, so we're remixing somebody else's work. Are we going to self-report on that? Or not? And finally, Pinterest boards, because apparently stealing ideas and calling it inspo is fine until the computer does it better. So if AI art is theft, then y'all better delete your apps, toss your filters, and start writing with the damn quill. Because otherwise, adapt or get left pixelated. And that is my TED Talk for the day, okay? My school uses AI and Grammarly. I've been using, like, spell check has been on Microsoft Word for as long as that's been out. Like, we've been using AI. People just draw the line at, I guess, generative AI, but this person saying, like, oh my gosh, you need to stop. The expectation is that you don't do something that you're not willing to pay for. Okay, well, my expectation is that you don't come on my video commenting bullshit and trying to get cussed out, but you're on my post. So you didn't follow my expectations. Here you are in my comment section. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I think people need to, like, realize that we've been using AI way before the past couple of years. And that's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna keep using my AI on my RimWorld shit, because who am I stealing from? Show me what artists I stole from, and I'll go pay them. I'll go pay them to make my little anime art. If we can't pinpoint who it came from, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna keep using the shit. Okay? I want my little RimWorld characters to look cute. Speaking of, I need to update my shit. My school encourages us to use AI to help us. If I could go back to a time where we didn't have AI, like Chat GPT and like all this stuff within the past few years, I would happily go back to a time where we didn't have that, because I think what it's doing for the youth is teaching them that they don't have to think or find anything on their own. They can just use AI for it. And I think that is dangerous. But like, what can I do about that? Kind of like what Forrest said earlier. What can I do about that? I can't do shit about that, really. Like, I could go protest or something and hope for changes with it, but is there really anything that I can do about it? Not really. So I'm just gonna adapt. And I think you guys should use it to help you. Like, I don't think you should use it for everything. Like I said, I think that can get dangerous for anybody. But if it's there, like if I had AI when I was in school, I would have tried to not use it for everything, knowing what I know as an adult. Maybe as a kid, I probably wouldn't have cared. I probably would have used it for everything. That's why I think it's dangerous. But if I like were sent back to school now, well, I mean, actually about to apply. I'm about to try to start my master's, so I am going back to school, and I'm gonna have AI. This will be my first time being in school with this type of AI, and am I gonna use it to my advantage? Of course, I'm gonna use it to explain things that I may not understand or whatever. But am I gonna use it for everything? No, because I actually want to learn more about clinical mental health, and I actually want to be good at being a therapist. So I'm not gonna use it for everything, but am I going to use it to my advantage? Yes. I think everybody should use it to their advantage somewhat. Not to the point where it makes you a bot and you're just using it for everything, and you don't think for yourself or do anything for yourself. You're not creative at all. You're not doing shit for yourself. I don't think that's okay. But I mean, if there are people out there that use it for everything, what can I do about that? Nothing. Am I going to sit here and bitch and moan and cry because there's people using something that is legal for them to use and turn them into a bot? I could, but what is that doing for me? Nothing. That's just stressing me out over something I don't have control over. Who the fuck is Bryce? Mookie, who the fuck is Bryce? If I was a good artist, I'll make you your thumbnails for free. Don't say if I was a good artist. That's so sweet though, Forrest. I really appreciate that. I mean, honestly, I could take the little anime characters out and just let the characters look ugly as fuck. I can take all the mods out of RimWorld. I could take all the art out of RimWorld, and we could just go bare bones RimWorld and have them looking ugly as shit. No mods, no nothing. Is that what y'all want? Mookie, shut your fucking mouth. Is that what you guys want? Do you guys want me to take everything out of RimWorld and play bare bones? Or do you guys want me to keep it how it is because that shit's funny? Which one? Which one? Because I don't know who we're performing for. I feel like a lot of stuff that goes on is just so performative. And people don't actually care. They just want to bitch and moan and cry and just talk shit about stuff because they feel like they're doing something morally correct, I guess. And they're getting a point across and they're raising their sign, and just shut the fuck up. Like, you don't give a fuck. I went to their page once again. I went to their YouTube because they have their YouTube in their bio. Same shit. Posting other people's content. Shut the fuck up. The AI does make them look better. They look like shit without it. No offense to RimWorld. Fun fact, I didn't even know what RimWorld was until AI told me. AI actually suggested that I play RimWorld and said, "Hey, princess, I think you will actually really like this game." If it wasn't for AI, I would have never played RimWorld a day in my life. Just shut up, Mookie. I don't know what you're talking about. I would have never played RimWorld if it wasn't for AI. That's why this is so funny, because it's like people are bitching and moaning about the AI, but like I found out about RimWorld through AI. And I love it. One of my favorite games now. Yeah, Nocturne. Yeah, we're on it again. People still crying. Somebody was crying in my comments about it again. So I was talking to, I mean, I asked Lumen, but Lumen disappeared, but I was asking Forrest, because Forrest actually makes art. Um, I mean, technically I make art too. Content creation is art in my opinion, but I was asking like somebody that actually like draws and stuff. And then Mookie came in and he's like, "Oh, my sarcasm is art." You know, you can never have a serious conversation with him around, so Jesus Christ. Fucking can't. I thought I got you in a RimWorld. I guess not. You taught me how to play RimWorld. You got me into it more because of that. If you hadn't taught me, I don't know if I would play it as much as I do now. But I think when I played RimWorld, that's when you started coming to my channel more. Because for years, you weren't really around that much, Nocturne. Then you saw me playing RimWorld, and I think that's when you started, like, showing up consistently again. Um, and I had found out about the game altogether because of AI. So, yeah, it's just annoying. So I just come here to vent to you guys, because I'm not going to talk to them. Like, I'm just going to block them. I don't care what they say. So I come to vent to you guys. And pop a ghost. How about that? I have sour pink lemonade today. I think Nocturne is a huge part of me continuing to play RimWorld. I'll say that much. Because I really liked the game, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And when I don't know what I'm doing in a game, even if the game seems promising, I might stop playing it. Like with Crusader Kings 3. If anybody wants to teach me how to play that, be my guest. Because I'm like to the point where I'm like, I don't really want to play. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Even though I think the game is great. Yeah, he showed up. He was like, I played RimWorld too. I'm like, oh, you do? I went on Nocturne's page. I was like, oh, you got RimWorld videos. Okay, if you play that shit, you're getting on here and you're teaching me how to play, because I don't know what I'm doing. Because remember, when I was playing before Nocturne taught me, I was getting everybody killed. Remember? The first time we played, Damona's character ate Mookie's head. And it's crazy that that happened, because I never see that in our games now. Like, even when things go crazy, I haven't seen anybody eat somebody else's head or anything. So it's crazy how that game has fucking AI too. Isn't the storyteller technically AI? So like, they can suck my ass. The storyteller in those games are basically AI. That's why everything is so randomized, right? So what the fuck? Like, how come they can use it? Hi, Chase. Rim those worlds is a crazy ass statement. I love that this is like totally off topic, but back on topic. I love that this game is set in North Carolina, because it's just funny to me. Because I feel like it's just happening here. So cool. All right, guys. Anyways, my TED Talk is over. I hope I made some good points. You guys don't have to agree with me. That's fine. The beauty of it all, though, is that I'm going to keep doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Because I'm a 30-year-old woman. I am a 30-year-old woman, and I'm going to keep doing what I want to do. Until my mind changes, or until there are laws put in place. Until then, in true princess fashion, I'm just going to say suck my ass. AI and games aren't stealing jobs, so that's why people aren't on it. Yeah, I get that. That's a good point. But at the same time, it's like Forrest said, what the fuck are we gonna do about it? You know, that shit's still in my jobs too. I see plenty of YouTube channels with AI creators running them, the AI streamers and stuff running the stream. That's taking my fucking job. Mookie, can you just like go somewhere? Chase, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? I get what you're saying, Nocturne. Okay, enough about AI, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. And whoever doesn't like it, tough titty. I don't know what to tell you. Would you like to see a recap of episode 1 before you start episode 2? Of course, yes. Are you guys ready for this shit? The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. I wish I could have gotten to like create what my character looks like, even though it doesn't matter at all. But I don't know. I think that would have been funny. And Mookie, what are you too busy doing? Chase, I don't know why you're saying a word, considering you be on Twitch cussing. We already talked about this. That's why you ended up on the list during Rain Code saying you didn't cuss. Talking about that was Mariah. No, it was you, motherfucker. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, oh wait, I gotta do her voice. Hold on. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I don't think it lets you guys. Yeah, it doesn't let mods time out mods, unfortunately. I kind of wish it did. Also, hold on, let me see something. Let me see something right now. Real quick. Guys, that's you people that's mods. Does it let you delete comments on does it let you delete comments on your what the fuck is it called? On videos, like regular videos, or don't go delete people's comments, but like or our community posts, comments, like does it let you guys do that? Because I'm trying to see something here. Let me see. I'm just checking something real quick. Yes, you can. When you hit the 3 dots, you have top option to remove. Okay. So you can. Okay. Let me see. Okay. The reason I'm asking is because I might add some of, not a lot of you guys, maybe like one or two of you guys to. Um, I might add some of you guys so that you're able to access my like YouTube studio so that you guys can handle comments because I don't want to be sitting there like going back and forth with dumb people. I'd rather just let somebody else handle my comments. And you guys are able to already as mods, but if I give you like more access to my channel, because there's like other roles you can give people on your channel, um, you guys will be able to go into like YouTube Studio and like you can see like all of the new comments in one place instead of having to like go search high and low for like new comments and have to click on all the videos and shit. Um, so I might get like a person or two that I trust who like actually has the time to like check that daily and let them just handle that so that I can like not even engage with these fucking people. Okay, you're getting too excited, Mookie, so you're definitely like not anybody that I'm gonna have do it. You might accidentally fat finger something and delete something important, so I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Ah, this is great. I think I've finally landed on a voice for this bitch. Somebody that's what would the word be? Neurotic? I think that is. Isn't that a Sims trait? Mm-hmm. A neurotic bitch. Uh-huh. Afraid. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. Gretchen! Look at Mookie over there whispering and shit. We already know what you over there whispering. You over there saying the hard ER, ain't you? You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? I would be able to do it during the summer, but the school year I'm too busy. I get that. Probably Nocturne. I mean, I don't get that many comments a day. Like, I don't get more than like 10, if that. And I usually respond to the ones that I see, but, um, you know, it's just for them dumbass people and shit. Because I have my notifications on. So anytime somebody comments, it comes to my phone, I think. Yeah, it does. And I kind of want to turn that off. I kind of just want to check comments whenever I get on my channel. If that makes sense. So it's not just always coming to my phone. Why are you laughing, Mookie? What's so funny? What did I do? Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs while Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. Yeah, Mookie found out how to use the community thing, Nocturne, you know, where you were posting the clips and stuff. So apparently he found out how to access it and he's on there saying dumbass shit. And I guess he's wanting me to read to you guys what he said. He said something very stupid. He said, well, this is one of the things he said. He left multiple comments, but he said, there's a rumor going around that every time Variety says BRB, she's actually going out front to fight her neighbors because she likes to smell the grass stains on her acid-washed jeans afterward as some sort of kink. Now, I, for one, as a consummate, I don't even know what that means, gentleman, would normally never bring this up, but Brian has been contacting me nonstop to get to the bottom of this urban legend. I just think as a service to the kingdom, it should be addressed. Also, keep in mind, there was evidence of this on Variety's old computer, but Slime, in his infinite wisdom, fried the son of a bitch. And I've heard this caused Heaven great grief, of which she still hasn't stopped sobbing over. This is a great travesty to the kingdom, or as VR would put it, it's astounding. I already contacted Demona and she assured me she's already started sharpening her knives. Let that sink in, all ye that disbelieve. That's what I said, Nocturne. I was like, you found this after all this time and now you're being annoying. Like, hey, 47. It barely staggers back, the shove having done little more than shift the thing's attention to you. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. Gretchen! You both turn just in time to see the end of Gretchen's leash disappearing into the underbrush. Her yelps grow distant as she's dragged away. Welcome home. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. All right, guys, let's jump into the game now. Enough about AI, enough about Mookie finding the community thing a year later. Enough. All right, we're going to just overwrite this one. And let's wake up. You open your eyes. The sun has risen. The bow-wows are singing. You are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you as they carried Gretchen's poor little baby into the underbrush. Note, you can refresh yourself on the events of previous days by using the journal icon in the quick menu. Okay, yay, so now we have more in our journal. Monday, major decisions. Refused boiled peanuts from a strange man on the bus. Oh my gosh, wait, that was a major decision, guys. Oh my gosh, the weirdo on the bus is gonna come to haunt us. This is not good. This is not fucking good. This is not fucking good. We met Dustin, the opossum that lives in my dresser. We went cryptid hunting with Stella. Lost Gretchen to creatures in the woods and watched Stella put her out of her misery. Met Stella's friend Kanika and her mother Sybil and learned about ditchlings. Crashed at Stella's, called Tabitha before falling asleep. So I guess we could have not called Tabitha. We could have actually went home and not crashed at Stella's. We could have not met Kanika and Sybil because we could have refused to go with Stella there. We could have saved Gretchen and maybe lost, what's his name? Duke or whatever. We could have not went cryptid hunting with Stella. We could have not met Dustin because we could have just not gone in the room to unpack our clothes, or we could have not checked the drawers, and then we could have taken the peanut. So this is really cool because it shows that this game like actually has a lot of different pathways and stuff, and I really love that with choice-based games. So yay. Oh my gosh, you're so right, Forrest. Thank you, daughter.
Gosh, there goes Mookie saying something stupid again.
I forgot about that. You guys gotta remind me. I still need to make it so you guys can use the soundboard too. I think that'll be fun. But what about this? Wait, who's causing you pain? Oh, Mookie? Can I cause you pain too, Forrest?
Big bra. Big bra. Big bra. Big bra. Big bra. Big bra.
Okay, I'm done. All right. Okay, let's continue. Oh, wait. Is this the bedroom that we're in? Oh, yeah, this is the bedroom. This is so cute. Oh, and then look at this. She has this of Gretchen. Oh. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Oh shit, Tabitha's here. Where the hell is Princess? This game has, I think, 4 completed episodes, but they're still releasing episodes, so there's going to be 7 in total, I think. Yeah, they're going to release 5 as a standalone, and then they're going to do 6 and 7. They're going to drop that together based on what I researched. Your pain is funny. Mookie's is just annoying. Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check in on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Hey, some people are trying to sleep in here. Saunter out half clothed. Not me sauntering out with a nipple out and shit. Finish getting dressed and calmly collect yourself. Quietly hide under your covers. Just get dressed. Why are we doing all this extra shit? You calmly collect yourself while Tabitha fumes outside your door. Are you sure you don't want to visit for a bit? You don't have to run around being the big boss this week of all weeks. You should let yourself... I'm fine. Thanks. Princess, I know you're here. Where the hell are you hiding? Guys, I kind of get the feeling that Tabitha, I know she's my cousin, but I kind of get the feeling that she wants to like spread my cheeks, because she seems like she doesn't seem protective. Like, you didn't even want to talk to me when I was at your house, and you like just left me there, and then you're like blowing up my phone and all this stuff, and I just feel like she either wants to spread the cheeks or the cooter, something. She just seems a little gay for me, incestuous. Like, that's the vibe that I get. I could be wrong though. Maybe she really just cares about me. Let's see, though, because she didn't care when I was at her house, so why does she care now, you know? Let her stew for a bit. Princess isn't here right now, or walk out to greet them. I'm gonna let her stew for a bit, because why are you acting like you're my husband? Stop eating my ass, or trying to, at least. You lean... Hey, Jason, welcome in. You lean against the far wall for a moment and smile. Tabitha must be livid. I'm coming in. You better be decent. She definitely eats pussy. Your cousin burst through the door. Livid was pretty accurate. Oh, I was about to say, this is me? Okay, that's Stella. Sorry, Princess. Morning. How'd you sleep? What exactly did the two of you get up to last night? See? She jealous of her. Girl, I don't want you, bitch. We went up to the woods to film a video. Never mind. I don't actually want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. Okay, let's take a look at this sentence. Doesn't this look like something somebody who's like your little booty call or something would say? Your little booty call, your little future bae, your little somebody you're talking to, as the kids say. Isn't this a statement that would come from them? You blew me off to spend the night with a stranger. That sounds like something somebody who wants to eat your ass would say, not your cousin. So you need to calm down, bitch. I don't know what you eat. Maybe you are what you eat, but you not eating me. Yesterday was Lumen's birthday, Jason. Yesterday, Saturday. Suck my ass, suck my ass, suck. Actually, I shouldn't say that, because Tabitha might get excited. Okay, let's proceed. Tabitha leaves in a huff, leaving you and Stella to follow her back into the living room. Oh my gosh, look at her house, guys. Tabitha's house is so cute. Oh, I think that's Gretchen's corner over there. It says princess. It has a crown, her little food bowl, and then they have like a bunch of pictures of her over there. There's a family photo there. Looks like there may be like some sort of game console. Aw. Ugh, can I stay here? This is like a little cottage almost. Like it just seems so cute and cozy and welcoming. Can I just stay here? I don't want to go back to your house. Number one, your house falling apart. You got mold in the fridge. You got a possum in my drawer. Your floorboards are falling apart and I'm about to lose my legs stepping through the house. You got a cat on the counter. Your bathroom looks like World War II happened in it. You got nasty ass roaches everywhere and shit. Nasty ass trash piled up. Smells like shit in there. And on top of all that, you're trying to eat my cooter. Like, can I just stay here, bro? She trying to eat my cooter too, but like, you know, I'd rather her do it. At least it's not my cousin. Okay. Look, last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted Princess walking up that mountain alone last night. Period, Stella. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore, bitch. Yeah, all right. Stella stays. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Sorry, Stella, but I should probably talk to Tabitha in private. Quietly let Stella leave. Oh, hell no. This is her house. Who the fuck are you talking to? Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? This really isn't a hill worth dying on. I'll give you two some space. Thanks. You've been in town for less than a day, and my stress is already through the roof. Hey, Brian, welcome in. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. Okay, but I reached out to you. I could see if I just went to bed, didn't say anything, didn't give a fuck. Like, I texted you. I called you back. I called you before bed. Like, I called you twice and texted you. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, you weren't worried when you left me there alone. So what the fuck are you talking about, bitch? From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. I'm not about to sit here and let you talk crazy to me today. I let you do it yesterday. It's not happening anymore. I'm sorry. Why? I'll be home tonight. I promise. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun to lie, though, to her. You're not my boss. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. Oh, that response eats. There's actually something out there. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Remain silent. Okay, I'm not doing either of these. You can't run off as soon as I get here and hold me to a different standard. Facts. Facts. I said you ran off as soon as I got here. Don't expect me to respect your time if you can't respect mine. Period. That shit. Hey! There's a difference between my duties and your impulses, princess. Don't do anything reckless while I'm at work. I'll see you back at the estate tonight. You hear Stella's voice call out from another room. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabitha sighs. You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. She wouldn't be talking to me like that in my house, and I would not be asking her if she's free. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby. She totally blindsided me. I'm happy I stayed here. I shouldn't have stayed here. I don't regret anything, but you're right. That sucked. I couldn't care less what Tabitha thinks. I'd rather just pretend nothing happened. I kind of want to say I'm happy I stayed here, but I kind of want to say I couldn't care less what she thinks. But I'm gonna keep my thoughts to myself for now. I'll just say I'm happy I stayed here. Because I am. Yeah, she's on some other shit. I feel like the way she acts and talks to me is weird. It reminds me of somebody. Mookie. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm putting down, but you know, you my family. You don't need to be talking to me like that. It's a little weird. It's giving some weird shit. Stella's a cutie. I mean, I personally disagree, but I think she's a nice girl. I'm happy I stayed here. Yeah, who knows what could have happened if you gone back last night. Anyway, sorry for that rude awakening. I've been up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. Aww. She is cute. She's cute, not in a, oh my gosh, she's cute, like physically. Like, she's not ugly, but she's not attractive to me. But I think she's cute and she's very like kind. And yeah, I think she's kind. But you're up now. We've got a full day ahead of us if we're going to get to the bottom of this. How are you so chipper? I want to ask the other miners about Wayne. Why the fuck am I going to ask about Wayne? We literally ran into Wayne for 2.5 seconds last night, and he was like, welcome home. And that was it. Like, what are we going to ask? Why are we so pressed about him? I think he's creepy, but I don't think he did enough for us to like go around the town asking about him. All right, boss, what's the game plan? Do we have to look into this stuff? What if we just skip town and ride things out? I want to know what she'll say to this. What if we just skip town and ride out whatever doom the ditchlings are prophesizing? Okay, I didn't mean to say it like that. That's making it sound like we don't give a fuck what happens to the people here. I get it. We're facing the unknown and that's spooky, but is that really an option? Tabitha's not driving you out of here. The bus isn't coming until Monday. Oh yeah, you don't got a car, bitch. Never mind. See, this is why you gotta get a little boo thing that got a car. Chat. Because then you get stuck here with Stella and you gotta wait for the bus until Monday and shit. You can sit here and wait for something terrible to happen, or we can try to stop it. What'll it be? Yeah, let's try to stop this AI. You're right. What's the game plan? I guess I'd rather die standing up. When you put it like that. If this goes terribly wrong, I reserve the right to say I told you so. I'm saying this. That's kind of mean, but... Alright, it's a deal. So first things first, I was planning on swinging by the library. Kanika's got a head start on us. It looks like she's already there. Oh, that reminds me. Let me set up a group chat. What's your number? You and Stella exchange numbers. A text message from Stella to you and Kanika. It reads group chat. Hopefully we can find out more about ditchlings from some of the older local books there. I've also got a couple of threads cooking on my cryptid forums, but who knows if that'll pan out. Anyways, daylight's burning, so let's roll out. Can I eat first? Let's go head into town. I'm gonna say, can I? Bitch, I'm hungry. Don't worry about it. I've packed all sorts of snacks for the day, and Oscar totally won't mind if we eat at the library. All right, but those snacks better be good. Okay, let's just head into town. I'm not going to say either of those. We out here insult. Who, me? I said she's not ugly. She's just not attractive to me. To me. I don't think she's ugly. She's not attractive to me, though. But. And I don't know. Maybe she's not attractive to me because it's not even like necessarily her looks as much. It's just like she's searching for cryptids, and I gave her this voice, this welcome. Like that's like those two things alone, just like it's not it for me. Sybil and Avery are over here. I think, isn't that his name, Avery? I don't know. Okay, the walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare. What the hell? Both from the chill in the morning air and the all too present memories of everything you witnessed last night. What am I doing for Halloween? Nothing. Streaming. I don't have friends. The friends that I have that live here are fake as fuck, so. Just saying. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm just streaming. You see that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Well, it's also the Town Hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. The goofy voice. I guess this town's not what it used to be. Oh, hey! Let me move my camera. Let me hide myself and shit. Damn, should I like move myself down? I feel like I keep covering people up and stuff. Maybe I could. Maybe I need to be like right here. Morning, Stella, and same to you, princess. Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Coming from Stella's, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party? Sorry, y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. Oh, sure. See you in a bit, Stella. Gesture that you'll catch up with Avery and Sybil. Nah, getting an early start seems important. Silently follow Stella. I'll see you in a bit. Cool, see you soon. Because I want to talk to them. I want to get to know them a little. You should put the camera right in the middle. I've thought of doing that before for streams. But it's just going to look stupid if I'm just right here. I mean, this is actually funny though, low-key, because like I am a character. So it's kind of like I'm standing here with them. Hell yeah. We keeping it like this, chat? I'm right here in the middle. Hi, Stella. I'm gonna have to move myself because I know somebody gonna be standing right here in a second. See, this bitch just ruined everything. It's okay though. This is me being in the mix too though. I'm just over here on the side in the mix. I'm just off to the side. I'm just trying not to cover up. I don't want to cover up the little leaves. Okay, I think that's good. Huh. She always has time to chat. And I don't think I've ever seen her without Gretchen. Cause Gretchen's dead, baby. Gretchen's dead. Did something happen last night? Oh, Stella and Princess just got up to a bit of trouble, that's all. It's not my place to share. Well, it's your place to share, right, Princess? I mean, not necessarily about her dog. That's not my business to share. Oh, I got too street smart, so I can lie and say Gretchen got lost in the woods. I could say we just got some really good footage is all. Tell Avery the whole truth. If Stella didn't want to say anything, then I'm not going to say anything either. I'm traumatized and not ready to talk about it yet. Geez, nosy much? I hardly know you. Or say nothing. I don't know. I'm not going to tell him. I'll tell him what happened with me, but I don't have to tell him what happened with her dog. That's not... I mean, it's not his business, number one. Number two, why are you so concerned? He kind of irritates me a little bit. I feel like yesterday, too, he was, like, saying shit. Like, oh, yeah, like, I've heard stuff about you, but he wouldn't say what was heard about me. So why I gotta tell you my business? You didn't even want to tell me shit yesterday. I'm just gonna say if Stella didn't want to say anything, then I'm not gonna say anything either. Because I don't know you. Okay, I guess that's fair. I hope everything's okay. I'll tell you what, I'm on break for the next half hour. Why don't you swing by the diner if you want to decompress? Winnie, can you fix some of Sybil's new blend? Maybe it'll calm you down a bit. I think you'll like today's mix. It's chaga and lemon balm. Should help ease your stress and tension. And if you feel like talking, I'll be all ears, but no pressure. Okay, that was a nice response from him. Okay. But we're going to see. When we get in the diner, we're going to see how nosy he's being. Because he's been giving me nosy vibes, but I could be reading him wrong, chat. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Princess. See you, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. Oh my gosh, don't tell Avery the truth about last night. Ooh, I got an achievement for that. That's right. None of your business, motherfucker. I see you're a private person. I can respect that. You never know how someone might respond to hearing the truth of what you encountered last night. Facts, Sybil. This is my... Oh my gosh, this is like my grandmother. I'd better get back to it myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. But why is your daughter a black girl? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What aren't you telling us? Why are we under the impression that she's not telling us something? Thanks, Sybil. Wait, do you know anything else about ditchlings? Why doesn't anyone in this town seem to know or care that the woods are full of monsters? What is wrong with people here? Quietly let her leave. Why the fuck would I say this? Did something just happen that I'm not aware of? I'm just gonna say this because clearly she hiding something. What aren't you telling us? You're awfully relaxed given everything you told us last night. I've shared what I know about the ditchlings, and I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm so sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things that need tending to. Nah, this bitch sus. Cause that's a fair point. She is a little too chill right now. You're a bit too lax, mamacita. Stay safe, princess, and God bless. Oh, period. You know, period. Stella said that you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. Swing by the diner, swing by the general store, head to the library. Ooh, let's go to the general store. I do want to go to the diner, but I think this will allow us to go to the diner afterwards. We might meet somebody new in here. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. Oh my gosh, this looks like the pharmacy. I think it was it a pharmacy? I think it was, that I used to go to, kind of. Like, it kind of looks like old school like this. You know what this actually looks like, though? This looks like the fucking... What's it called? Like the little gift shop in Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. That's exactly what this looks like. I can smell it coming through the screen. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. Why the fuck would I say that? Hi, I'm Princess. Do you know how to get to the mines? If I want to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or what you doing on your phone? See ya. I'm just gonna say hi. Hi, I'm Princess. I just got to town yesterday. Yeah, I know. Mom told me. Mom told you. Oh, this is Sybil's shop, right? I'll say, what's your name? Miles. This is Jay. You said this is 47? Yeah, they even got the barrel. This is honestly exactly how the Cracker Barrel store looks. Like they have like the little like bins, I feel like. I haven't been there in a while, but I feel like it looks like this. It's all brown and shit. I'm just gonna say, if I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you or... Did I just get like a message or something? What the hell was that sound though, for real? Let me check. Jay makes sense. Miles is a kid. 47 is too. I'm just kidding. Let me say this to him. I feel like he might get smart, but let's see. So if I want to buy some chips or something, do I talk to you or Miles size? See? I guess, yeah. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips. I don't care. I'm paying for my chips. Wouldn't that be stealing? Won't Kanika get mad? Hell yeah. Thanks for looking out. Not me saying that. I'm good. I'm not about to turn down free stuff. Take chips. I'ma say, wouldn't that be stealing? If Kanika cares about running this place right, she can hire someone else and let me live my life. We make most of our money on bulk orders anyways. A bag of chips doesn't make a difference. I don't know though. Because I'm kind of thinking like last night when she was like, who's this stranger in my house? You know, that kind of makes me want to take that shit. But I'm good at lying though. So later, if he tried to snitch on me, I could just lie and they'll believe me. What should I say, guys? Should I take the chips? Or should I just be like, nah, I'm paying? Do I even have money? I don't even know if I have money. You know what? I'm not gonna take the chips. I'm gonna pay for my chips because he's not giving me something for free like they did at the diner where it was like, hey, like it's on the house. Like he's just being lazy. I'm paying for my chips. I insist. I'm not ringing you up. Take them or leave them. Okay, well I tried. Thanks for looking out. You grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips from a nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days. Well, that's actually pretty good, though, because he hooking you up. You should leave town. There's monsters in the woods. He'd probably think I'm crazy if I said that. That is true, though. This will prevent me from having to eat at that estate. Speaking of, I actually have, well, these are the, well, I have two open bags as you guys can see, but these the ones Damona tried to kill me with the other night. But I ended up getting my spicy sweet chili as well. Oh my gosh, I kind of want some of those. Also, I got these little glizzies. I love these, they're so good. Don't be surprised if I'm eating one midstream. The pickled sausage. I'm gonna say, what you doing on your phone? He gonna get annoyed with me. Games, you probably haven't heard of them. Actually, I'm a streamer. I'm gonna say see ya. See ya, Miles. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. Steal from the general store is the achievement I just got. But I didn't steal. He told me to take it. I said I want to pay multiple times. He's the one that's running the store right now and told me to take it. So, fuck out of here. Okay, let's swing by the diner. You head towards the diner. What kind do you have, Nocturne? Alright. Period. I see you over there reading. What you over there reading? The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Warn the patrons of the danger. So I could just go in here and just be like, guys, there's monsters in the woods. Run! Oh my gosh. Let's talk to Avery. Get coffee with Avery. Coffee date achievement. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. He's trying to eat my ass too, bruh. Everybody in this town trying to eat my ass. Even my fucking cousin, her weird ass. It's funny, Mookie, because even my character is a streamer. I feel like I should have been able to like use that to my advantage since that's what I had chose. Nacho cheese, I can do the super spicy stuff. I mean, shit, this is nacho too, but Damona tried to kill me. It kind of reminds me of the Halloween game that's coming out next year, because apparently in the multiplayer, you're supposed to go around and like warn the NPCs that Michael Myers is back or whatever. So that's kind of like what I'm imagining it's going to be like. He's here! Run! Before you can exchange words, Winnie sidles up a fresh mug of tea in hand. Oh, this is Winnie. Okay. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? What? But the clue is pin sound. How is that a sound a pin makes? Wait, pin? Like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku. Winnie leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, I know you said it wasn't your place to talk about last night, but if you happen to change your mind. Bro, this guy reminds me of somebody. I'm not gonna say who though, but he reminds me of somebody that you guys know. Try your tea. What if you don't believe me? Tell Avery about last night. Last night still feels raw. Why don't we just talk? Try my tea, even though I shouldn't be trying tea. If I'm playing as myself, I don't like tea. You hesitantly take a sip of your tea. It tastes like you're drinking mold that someone tried to unsuccessfully spruce up with lemon balm. Ew. What the hell is in this tea? Politely put the tea down and never pick it back up. It tastes healthy. Take another sip. Bruh, tea is disgusting even in video games. See what I be trying to tell y'all? And y'all be thinking it's funny. That shit not funny. That shit is nasty. Who is BG 47? I don't know who that is. Of course you did, Mookie. That's probably the only black movie you've ever seen in your life. looks like Jay-Z. No, he doesn't. Doesn't even, not even in the slightest, bro. I'm just putting this shit down. That's what I do with tea in real life. Well, I don't politely put it down. I make throw up sounds and gagging sounds and pour it out and then throw away the cup or whatever. That's what I do when they send me tea from Bojangles. Or, well, I don't taste it. I usually, well, sometimes it depends. If I don't notice that it's not my drink based on the color of it, and I taste it, I'll probably do that. But if I like open it and I sniff to see what it is and I smell it, I'm just like, bitch, ugh. You politely put the tea back down, never intending to pick it back up, but nobody needs to know that. I probably should have warned you about the tea. Shaga does not mess around. It's supposed to be super healthy for you, and it sure tastes like it. It's a challenging drink. Guys, should I tell him what happened last night? Or should I keep it to myself? Because I feel like this is like kind of an important choice. The fact that it keeps coming up and I keep having the choice to tell him or not seems important. Like, it seems like it's gonna make a huge difference in the long run for some reason, and I can't imagine why. But all I know is he does give me like nosy vibes, but like, I don't know, because I already told him if Stella doesn't want to tell you, then why the fuck am I gonna tell you? But I don't know. Oh yeah, Mookie, because you said there was a black lady in that movie that you thought was so attractive and sexy. And then when you showed me the clip, I was like, this who you talking about? You know your inner snitch wants you to tell everybody. Bruh, shut up. Shut your ass up. What should I do, chat? All I see is Mookie, blah, 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 blah. I want to hear from other, you know, what's the word? Rational people. Nocturne. Who else we got in here? 47, Jason. Okay, I want to hear from Jason and Nocturne. Should I tell him, guys? Should I tell him? Where the hell is my daughter at, bruh? Okay, poll time. Poll time.
Gosh, there goes Mookie saying something stupid again.
If you vote, I won't even know it's you, Nocturne. I won't even know it's your ass. Okay, maybe don't influence me then. Just let's see if we get it's like backseating by proxy. Okay, well, let's see if we get at least 2 votes. I'm sure you did, Luffy. I'm sure you did, buddy. Here y'all tying shit up again. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do since we have a tie. Here's what I'm gonna do. Because this isn't us telling him what happened. It's just saying, what if you don't believe me about last night? If she actually says that. Because sometimes in these games, when you make a choice, it be making it seem like that's what you're saying. Then they say something completely different than what you chose. So if she just keeps it at what that says, then that'll give us the opportunity to see how he responds. Yeah, that's true enough to me. Okay, let's do this. Let's say, what if you don't believe me about last night? I could tell you about last night, but what if you don't believe me? Let's see how considerate he is. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. So you're here to gossip and be nosy. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna say last night still feels raw. Why don't we just talk? I'm not really sure I can talk about it. What if we just chat? Let's see if he gets upset. Why the fuck is she looking at me like that? Hold on, you got a problem over there, bitch? Cause she was looking at her book, now she looking at me. The fuck you looking at? I totally feel you. What do you want to know? Okay, I like how he responded. He didn't seem too pushy. Have you lived here your whole life? I need to do... Oh my gosh! Nah, I moved here from Charlotte, gosh, 3 years ago, maybe a little more. I've lost track. Oh my gosh, this makes me want to like flash. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Oh my gosh, you're from Charlotte too? Period. I'll tell you everything, Avery. I feel so connected to you now.
Just the tip is fine.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. You're from Charlotte? Me too. Born and raised, bitch. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on that sort of generosity? Wait a minute. You were in Charlotte and you decided to move here? What a slugs and weird shit is in the woods when you could have stayed in Charlotte? What the hell? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Period. I want to tell him everything now. Like, he speaks the same language as me. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be a part of. Why'd you leave Charlotte? Oh, I know ya ass country. Shut up, 47. Why'd you leave Charlotte? If you don't mind me asking. He better not say no bullshit about my city. Nah, it's cool. I was having some education disputes with my folks. They had thoughts on how my life was supposed to go, and I had other plans. It wasn't great, especially since I was still stuck under their roof. When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history. Do you regret moving here? I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie, and there's no way she's leaving this place. I haven't felt like an outsider at all. I get it. I felt out of place the whole time I've been here. Folks on the whole have been plenty friendly, but life here is so different than what I'm used to. It's hard to explain, but I just don't feel like I belong. Exactly. There are worse ways to be But I'm not sure I'll ever entirely feel like I belong here. Excuse you, 47. Mind your business. Mind your business. I know Avery's actually cute though. I didn't want to say it because like he was being nosy as fuck, and he still is. Well, he handled this conversation well actually, but you from Charlotte? Period. All right, I should probably head out. Totally get that. My shift's about to start anyway, so perfect timing. And hey, look, I know you don't want to get into last night, and I respect that, but I want to help if I can. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if I hear anything strange or unusual. Avery slips out of the booth, giving a friendly half wave before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. He choked a female. The cop said that was another's daughter and ran him out of town till the truth comes out. See, this is why 47 is Mookie's son, because they just two sides of the same damn coin. Alright, let's head to the library. You enter the former town hall. Damn, he thick! Oh, is that Stella and Kanika over there? What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. This is awesome. Oh, hey, you made it. Settle in at Stella's table or shush Stella and point out all of the books before heading over to her table. What the fuck am I shushing her for? You head over to Stella's table and settle in. Oh my gosh, the NC flag! The NC flag. Hey, hey, the NC flag. Hey, 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 the NC flag. The NC flag. The NC flag. Period. I feel so at home here. Wait, should I put myself in the middle? I'm gonna put myself in the middle because I'm in this bitch with y'all. I'm at the table too. Period. Glad you found the place. Or, glad you found the place. Sorry, I broke character. Hey, princess, you look tired. Snitch on Miles? Not me snitching on Miles. I just got here. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I'm pretty amped up, actually. I've never done a Scooby-Doo before. Kanika, you can't just tell someone they look tired or remain silent. It's the ghost. It's the ghost, guys. It's the ghost. It was hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. I can't say I got a wink myself. Yeah, same. Bitch, you weren't even there. Just kidding. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Okay, let me introduce myself. Hey, I'm Princess Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance is, strong. So you're telling me I look like Tabitha. That's what you over here saying. So you're telling me and Tabitha look similar to each other. Please don't piss me off. I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. I could say, what's the old Maxwell place? Kids are smarter than you think. She can take care of herself. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the woods. I'm sure she's fine or say nothing. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot and it's practically a magnet for young people. Even honor students aren't free from its call. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors there were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I'm just not gonna say anything. You say nothing and let the others talk. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so? You can see my eyes. What the hell does that mean? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. That's actually why we came in today. Have you ever heard of creatures called ditchlings? They apparently show up around places on the brink of disaster, and they look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings doesn't ring a bell. Dang, worth a shot. Okay, if you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? I heard drawing them shits. Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna go nab some more books. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods. I don't believe in this supernatural stuff, but the woods aren't safe. It's nothing that we can't get to the bottom of. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. Get out while you still can or remain silent. I'm gonna say I don't believe in this supernatural stuff, but the woods aren't safe. Wait, actually, I'll say this. Whatever's out there in the woods has been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Princess, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. She looking crazy right now. What the hell? Okay, well. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right, this is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our books. Let's get this research party started. These are the snacks you brought? Cheese? I want to eat this shit. Reading awaits. Flip through Veins of Scarlet, a history of the Scarlet Hollow local mines. Flip through Silas Scarlet, soldier, woodsman, leader. Flip through Appalachian folk monsters. Or reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Stella do the work for you. I mean, I guess start with the folk monsters. A few entries catch your eye. Wampus Cat, a large cat-like creature with a loud howling voice, often said to sound like a woman crying out in pain. Tommy Knockers, enigmatic cave-dwelling creatures primarily known for causing mischief. Tailipo, a small creature with a long tail and wide yellow eyes. I don't remember if they had tails, but... There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particularly bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of his eye. Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he'd drawn his gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. Guess this will have to do, he said to his dog, and threw the tail in a pot to cook a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed, satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he'd been, and in the gloom he saw two big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my Taily-Po," a high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. "Go away," he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood, accompanying its movements. Ew. "I want my Taily-Po," the creature growled again. I'll get my dog after you," the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear, but there was no dog to be seen. "I want my Taily-Po!" Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney, standing alone in the woods. I mean, I don't feel like either of these is what this should be about, so. Why would I blast her in the cranium? You close the book and put it back. Why is it giving us the opportunity to learn so much about the mines? There must be something about the mines that we need to know. Forced into retirement at age 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy, Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest two sons to that bloodiest of wars, leaving his third eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly, in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet Estate. That was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during World War I, resulting in a fatal collapse and the deaths of over 160 men and boys, some as young as 10. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother Enoch V. Scarlet, who had taken over for their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made his fortune. And then I guess let's flip through Silas Scarlet, soldier, woodsman, leader. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the Army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness for which he received the nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. That land would become Scarlet Hollow, but it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, occupied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife Mary Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered rich teams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside at a great discount, cleverly hiding what he knew about the land's true value. Thus he had all the resources to found Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. You're finished with this one. Alright, I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here, but not the nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Hello? Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table, almost on instinct. Stella slams her book shut. Oh, hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. That's weird. Stella's here, but Gretchen isn't. That's fine, as long as she brought the good stuff. Haha, don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Oh yeah, snack time. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. Okay, I'm gonna move myself now because I might forget, and then I'm gonna be covering shit up and shit. I'm kind of covering her up actually, but like, oh, maybe I can be down here. Maybe I can be right down here in the corner and shit. Okay, let's proceed. Hey Pixel, what do you think about the monsters we saw in the woods? Why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library? I mean... Damn, I want to talk to animals, but I'm like nervous because I feel like they're gonna think I'm a fucking weirdo, bro. Uh-oh, she looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm an indoor cat. I don't know nothing about no woods. I just hang out in the library, especially now that our house got haunted. Pixel says your house is haunted. Wait, your house is haunted? Just ignore him. You decide you'd rather not share what Pixel told you with the rest of the group. I guess he doesn't have much to say. You decide to leave Pixel be. The cat curls up on the table fast asleep. Alright, I'd better get back to shelving. Let me know if y'all need anything. Go crazy and talk to the cat. Any luck with Rosalina? Stella, what was that you were saying about nuclear incidents? Do you think there's a cult here? Talk about Veins of Scarlet. Talk about Silas Scarlet. Talk about Appalachian folk monsters. Do you think Wayne factors into any of this? Why don't we just help look for Rosalina? What do y'all think? Why do we keep asking about Wayne? Let's talk about Appalachian folk monsters. So Appalachian folk monsters. My mom used to tell me that Tailipo story. I totally forgotten about it. I can't believe I forgot about that one. It scared me so bad I didn't eat soup for years. I thought a monster might try and dig it out of my stomach if I did. Okay, I'm literally like covering shit up still. I'm just gonna go back to where I was, bro. Right here in my little corner, right here. Hold on, I like this little song. I love that one. There's this old chimney in the woods that I used to think was the chimney from Tailipo, the one that was left after the thing did whatever it did. Now I know that's just because chimneys don't burn down and wooden houses do. That doesn't mean it's not the chimney from Tailipo. I've camped out there a couple times and seen some pretty spooky stuff. Yeah, I watched that video. You saw raccoons. You're gonna get rabies one of these days chasing after wildlife like that. What can I say? I like to live on the edge. Oh, let me say, any luck with Rosalina? Have you had any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a teen would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual haunts. Stella, what was it that you were saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about that Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah! Apparently. Apparently in the 60s, a B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up mid-air and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed upright after his parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. Hold on, guys. Let me check something. And yeah, my ADHD, that's right. That shit be kicking in and shit. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the only thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger on the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Right, its conventional explosive disintegrated in mid-air, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up. I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set, so the nuke made the ditchlings. If the bomb is somewhere else, why would there be so many ditchlings here? I'm gonna say, so the nuke made the ditchlings. Case closed. Looks like we've got it, folks. I don't think so. Goldsboro is almost 400 miles away from here. That's not even really what I wanted to say, to be honest. Look, you never know with radiation. We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you. It doesn't make monsters, and a 60-year-old bomb is going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here. You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. I've missed this. This is what y'all be doing for fun. This shit is, like, not interesting to me personally, but... What do I know? Let's talk about Veins of Scarlet. So about the coal mines here, Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevice. What happened after the mine collapse? A union-busting mine collapse from poor working conditions. Color me shocked. What if the ditchlings are coming from the mines? Maybe the ditchlings are here to foretell another collapse. What if there's something toxic in the mines poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna keep talking about Wayne. We saw him for 0.5 milliseconds. I'm not sure how they tie in, but the mines seem important. The whole town is built around them. I want to say that. Maybe the ditchlings are warning us about another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Yeesh, Stella, that's morbid. And besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with the kind of safety cutbacks he pulled. Y'all don't actually think the mine is about to collapse, right? No. Phew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mines is safer now than it was back then. You never know. She don't like Tabitha. I told you, Mookie. Let's see. Let's talk about Silas. So Silas Scarlet. Rich guy in the South, I should have known it wouldn't be pretty. I guess he was a product of a different time. Who knows what future generations will think when they look back on us. Wow, talk about a self-made man. Seems like a great dude. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? This town is stuck in the past and built on atrocities. It's already practically collapsing onto itself, no offense. He seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. Silas seems like a terrible person, but I don't see what that has to do with bad omens or creatures in the woods. I agree, we're talking about ancient history here. Yeah, we probably have better leads. It never hurts to have historical context. Right, he just keep giving his input. Like, just come pull up a chair if you're gonna sit here and keep saying shit. Do you think there's a cult here? You lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Do you guys think that there's like a cult here? Maybe the ditchlings were actually nudists doing some sort of weird ritual. Maybe the ditchlings were like summoned. A lot of folks here feel tense and closed off. I'm just gonna leave it at that. If there were a cult here, I think we know about it. That's true. So we can say we should check out the mines. I think we should head back to the woods. I'm gonna say, what do y'all think? There's an awful lot of mine-related stuff in my notes. Maybe that should be our next stop. We can poke around, find out if anyone's seen anything weird. Just to clarify, you're suggesting we go to question some of the miners, right? We're not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there. Good, let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines. I promise, Neeks, we're just going to question some of the miners. And if that questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. See, she's doing that shit she was doing last night. She's doing that shit she was doing last night where she tries to like she basically like last night she was like, "Oh no, we're just gonna do this," and then it turns into all this extra shit. She's trying to get us to the mines so we can question the miners, and then she's gonna want to do extra shit once we're there. You can cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm not going underground. Kanika says she not dealing with that shit. I like her. We need to keep her around when we're with Stella. I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the service. I want to see her interact with Tabitha. I feel like she'll cuss Tabitha out. And I'll back her up too. Okay, good. All this talk of the mines reminds me, though. There's been this really unsettling miner who's been coming around my mom's tea shop lately. His name is Wayne, and there's something wrong with him, like viscerally wrong. Okay, now we can talk about Wayne more. Now that someone else who is familiar with him has mentioned him. No kidding, he snuck up on us last night and called out Princess by name, sent chills down my spine. I don't know if there's much of a connection, but if we're headed to the mines, we might as well look into him. For the record, this wasn't my idea. Do we have to? This seems like a lot of work. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. Finally, the opportunity I've been looking for to get to know Tabitha. I'm sure Tabitha's gonna love that we're snooping around. Alright, but let's try and stay under the radar. Awesome, let's roll. I'm gonna say, for the record, this wasn't my idea. We can make it quick. Just question a few miners and be done with it. The fate of the town might rest on our shoulders after all. Okay, I mean, I am sure that second part isn't true, but we've got to get to the bottom of whatever's going on. The only problem is Tabitha. She's not exactly going to be thrilled to see us snooping around the mines. We can be sneaky. I'll make sure to be a good lookout. She'll never even know we were there. She's going to end up being there, and she's going to talk shit. She's going to catch us for sure. Look at us going out on the caper together. I miss this. I miss it too. Though there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been. Have you seen him lately? Nope, I've tried to play and stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just pop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Princess. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Oh, that's the guy she had called yesterday at the diner. Hell yeah, let's do it. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. Okay, spend some time in the library on Tuesday. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies, too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? Who the hell is this? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. I gotta take a little break because this seemed like somebody I'm gonna have to cuss out. BRB, guys.
Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her, she's gonna keep it real. Cause she is variety. Cause she is variety. And she will be our bee. She will be our bee. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real, 'cause she's variety, variety. She is variety. 'Cause she is variety, variety, variety. She is variety. She will be R.E. She will be R.E. She will be R.E. She will be R.E. Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real, 'cause she is variety. Variety. 'Cause she is variety. And she will be R.E. She will be R.E. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Variety princess, princess. Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real, 'cause she is variety, variety. She is variety. 'Cause she is variety, variety, variety. She is variety. She will be R.E. She will be R.E. She will be R.E. She will be R.E. Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real, 'cause she is variety. Variety. 'Cause she is variety. And she will be R.E. She will be R.E. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real. 'Cause she's variety. Variety. She is variety. 'Cause she is variety. 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 She is variety. She will be our beat. 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 Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real. 'Cause she is variety. Variety. 'Cause she is variety. And she will be our beat. She will be our beat. Oh yeah, variety. Princess. Princess. Oh yeah, variety. Princess. Princess. Oh yeah, variety. Princess. Princess. Variety. Princess. Princess. Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real. 'Cause she is variety. Variety. She is variety. 'Cause she is variety. 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 She is variety. She will be our beat. 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 Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her. She's gonna keep it real. 'Cause she is variety. Variety. 'Cause she is variety. And she will be our beat. She will be our beat. Oh yeah, variety. Princess. 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 Variety princess, princess. Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her, she's gonna keep it real, 'cause she's variety, variety. She is variety. 'Cause she is variety, variety, variety. She is variety. She will be our beat. 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 Does what she wants, does what she feels. She's gonna do her, she's gonna keep it real, 'cause she is variety, variety. 'Cause she is variety, and she will be our beat. She will be our beat. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Oh yeah, variety princess, princess. Oh.
I'm not at. Can you just shut your fucking mouth? I was eating some of my chips, and now I'm drinking my orange juice. Bow wow! Stop screaming right now! This lady looks like Tabitha to me. I don't know if anybody else sees that, but... Alright, so she's irritated that we're here for some reason. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Okay, hold on, guys. Love you, papacito. Okay. What's this lady's voice like? I feel like she has like a stern voice maybe, but I don't know. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten a chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Princess would get along super well too. We're just going for a light walk, and I've heard such great things about your son. Hi, I'm Princess, Vivian's kid. Stella, if Reese is that sick, we shouldn't be dragging him along on adventures. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say hi. I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. Ew. Reese's mom turns back to the house sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise that he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too, Princess. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs. Does he still eat those? Oh, that sounds good. No, eggs are a little much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. Okay, no dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. That's what we saw at the end of last... Or maybe it was the beginning. Maybe it was the end of last part. Or whenever it was. We saw... They showed that all those locks, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it was the West Wing, but it's this bitch's house. Okay. I definitely think she looks like Tabitha to me. Like, they look very similar. God, that woman makes me so nervous. Are you okay, Stella? I'm fine. She used to be so nice when we were kids. Always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Princess. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Why not just drive up with Kanika, ride with Kanika, or walk with Stella? Yeah, why aren't you just driving up with her? Why are you walking by yourself? Like, what? Unless she only has like a two-seater, but... Why not just drive up with Kanika? Aren't the mines a bit of a ways off? Don't worry about it, Princess. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than two people. Okay, is there something y'all are hiding? Like, what? Well, I'm riding with her. I'm not walking through the woods. Sorry. Ride with Kanika to the mines. I'll ride with Kanika. See you at the mines. I want to get to know her better. Kanika is a careful driver, maintaining her control, even though her old van bumps around on the unpaved mountain roads. She treats the tight turns with the fear they deserve, unlike your cousin, whose mood seems to make itself known through how aggressively she speeds around the treacherous bends. I ate an egg today with my noodles. Thanks for indulging us on that little diversion. Reese's mom is scary. I've seen him in person maybe 5 or 6 times in as many years. And that was always in his house and with his mom right there the whole time. No one even knows what he's sick with. That sort of isolation can't be good for his health no matter what his mom says. I noticed that too. I mean, I just said that. What are they hiding? You're pretty quick to cut in when I asked Stella about her thing with cars. Now that she's not around, can you tell me what's up with Stella and cars? So what's actually going on with Reese? What's up with your brother? So do you have any plans to get out of this town, live somewhere else? Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Why do you still live here? This town's a dead end. Can you please drive me out of town, like right now? Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? I want to say this. You're pretty quick to cut in when I asked Stella about her thing with cars. Maybe that's how she lost her parents. That's what I'm thinking, because I feel like somebody else said something about cars. Yeah, I guess I was. That's how her parents died. Car crash. Yeah, I figured. She was in the car too. Just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. Oh, poor thing. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Holy shit, poor Stella. And now Gretchen's gone too. Is she doing all right? Has she seen someone, like a therapist? I'll say, holy shit, poor Stella. Yeah, and now she's lost Gretchen too. It's not fair. She's such a sweetheart, and so were her folks. Breaks my heart. I'm gonna say, what's up with your brother? I swung by the general store this morning and met Miles. What's his deal? He didn't do anything weird, did he? Lie. He tried to make me steal some chips. He did such a good job, a model employee. He made me steal some chips. He was fine. I was just curious. He was on his phone the whole time. I'll say he did such a good job, a model employee. Really? That's surprising to hear. I'm sorry I jumped to conclusions, I guess. He's usually difficult about responsibility. Sometimes it feels like I can't trust him to do anything without leaving a mess for me to clean up. Don't get me wrong, he's family and I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. I'm gonna say, so what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. Remain silent. I'm gonna say, so do you have any plans to get out of this town? Live somewhere else? Yeah, this wasn't the plan, and it still isn't. I was actually a couple years into vet school, top of my class, might I add, when my dad died. My mom wasn't up for running the store, and you've met Miles. I only wanted to take a semester off, help them get back on their feet, but it's been a year and change now. It's not just about my family, too. The general store, that's the general store. If it winds up going under, it's hard not to imagine the whole town collapsing with it. Maybe I'll get to go back next semester. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. Oh my gosh. That'd be lovely, Mookie. I wouldn't be mad about it. You'd be a great vet. Chase your dreams. I'm sure they'll be okay without you. You shouldn't wait on other people for permission to live your life. Helping your family like this is admirable. Maybe you should stay here. Do you really think you're going to go back and finish school? I'll say chase your dreams. I'm sure they'll be okay without you. Kanika sighs. You're probably right. I just don't know if I could handle leaving and finding out that something bad happened as soon as I was gone. I really appreciate the vote of confidence. Not a lot of people here share your perspective. Can you please drive me out of town like right now? Do you have any other theories besides what we talked about at the library? Or do you have any other theories on what's going on aside from what we talked about at the library? I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was maybe some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast. It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes, like 4,000 of them. What the hell? Maybe the ditchlings are some kind of alopecia research monkeys, which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I said anything. No, I totally buy that. Those things were not monkeys. I saw them with my own eyes, and they were way too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? What could be that whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or altered their proportions. Yeah, she's really pretty. But like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. But like I said, I just read that. I don't know what's going on with me. Can you please drive me out of town? Like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna just remain silent. You and Kanika sit in comfortable silence for the last few minutes of the ride. This town's weird as hell. Princess be like nothing. What if Stella don't show up and she gets snatched up by those hairless shits? You and Kanika arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably gonna be another couple of minutes. What the hell? Hey y'all, how was the ride? Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. I didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on the lookout. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a person non grata in the mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. Okay, well, I'm not going because I didn't want to do this in the first place. What did I say at the library? This is not my choice to do this. And y'all were like, oh, okay. So, one of y'all going. I'm not going. If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? I take it I'm the one of us you're talking about? I call dibs. I love to do a good sneak. I've got this. No, there's too many options saying I got this. I'm not interested in sneaking around. I'm going to go find my cousin. Talking to people scares me. You should do it, Kanika. Let's see. If Stella's on lookout duty and only one of us is going in, what's the third person doing? You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance rig in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. I take it I'm the one going in? I'm just gonna be quiet. You say nothing. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. What? We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Stella's fast as fuck, she is. Dang, I miss doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? But I didn't agree to go in. Nah, I'm about to start being a bitch, bro. Because this is pissing me off. They didn't even ask me if I was okay with this. Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance to the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. I'm gonna just say, nope, can't hear you, sorry. Very funny. You're coming through crystal clear on my end. Well, no shit. It was sarcasm. Stella, I'm pissed off now. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. Pissing me off, bro. I need to fuck everything up and go find Tabitha and tell her everything. Nah, they on the list now. They just pissed me off. Kanika, Stella. So now we got Tabitha, Frou, Kanika, and Stella. All on the lovely little shit list. I'm in. Alright, Morpheus. Good to know. Okay, I'm going to the nearest group of miners. The hell? You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a good reason to be bothering us? I can say, hey, I'm Tabitha's cousin. Seen anything weird lately? I know I did, but I just was quiet to see what they would do, and they pissed me off, so they're on the list now. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? So, what do you think of Tabitha? You should get out of town. So I met this guy on the bus. I should say that. They're gonna be like, what? I'm gonna say it. So I met this guy on the bus, wore a beanie and a shirt that said, I want to, yeah. He said he had some friends working the mines up here. Does this have anything to do with what's going on in town? Is what Kanika just said. A lot of people wear beanies. He also talked about how he used to push joggers into the Baltimore harbor. Does that ring any bells? Look, I just figured I'd ask. The guy made a memorable impression. I'm gonna say this. None. Not a clue. Yeah, I think I'd remember someone like that. I'm gonna say... So, what do you think of Tabitha? The miners stare at you, distrust in their eyes. Harrison chews her sandwich slowly. She works hard. She's a good boss. Who's asking? I'm gonna say keep it on the down... Well, I don't know. I'm her cousin. Say nothing or keep it on the down low, but I'm working for a competitor, a unionized competitor. We're thinking of buying Miss Scarlet out of the mines. Really? I'd kill for a few more days off a year. Yeah, I hear those union boys get paid sick leave. I wouldn't mind some of that. I don't buy it. They're already looking for people to lay off, and I don't intend to be one of them. I love it here. They're laying people off? That's the first I've heard of it. I guess once you lose your job here, you're probably not going to stick around for very long. Tabitha is an excellent boss, very professional, and runs a tight ship. That's the honest truth. I'm gonna say, have you seen anything weird lately? The miners look you up and down. Weird how? Weird noises coming from the woods? Not a peep. We're underground most of the day, though. You know, I heard something unusual the other night. Thought it might have been an owl or something, but it didn't sound right. It was an owl. You're just not used to the local wildlife yet. People getting sick? Like more than usual? Nope, nothing like that. I feel fit as an ox. We have good working conditions in the mine and our health is wholly looked after. I'm say, have you run into any weird animals? Nope. You been talking to that townie? The one the boss gave a lifetime ban to? They're talking about Stella. Wait, are they talking about me? Yeah, she's like a Bigfoot YouTuber or something. Her videos are actually pretty good. Yep, that's me alright and all. That's so sweet. But you know, now that I think about it, it's pretty weird. I haven't been seeing many animals at all lately. Used to be I see all sorts of critters. Now it's mostly birds. This is your first year up here, ain't it? Just not used to the seasons changing. All the animals are hibernating, that's all. I don't know, she's got a point. I've been up here 5 years now and it's never been like this before. Huh, maybe it's that global warming then. I think they're calling it climate change now. I've got a couple of other questions. Ask them about Wayne. Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew him. He was such a cut-up. Missed that dude. He accosted me last night. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, he's gone. That's all that matters. No, I'm gonna press them. What happened to him? What do you think you are, some sort of cop? I'm gonna say, just tell me what happened. Fuck off. Hey, Zax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Sorry. The miners pack up their things and leave. Approach another group of miners. Yeah, let's go to another group. You head over to the next group of miners. You stop in your tracks, a shiver running up your spine as an unfortunately familiar voice calls out to you. You shouldn't have come here. It's dangerous. Attack him, run, stop stalking me. Why are you following me? Do you need help? Good, ghost, or say nothing. I'm not saying shit. You don't have to be afraid of me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. Yeah, where were you while I was in the woods? Watching. I would have stepped in if you were ever truly in danger. Before you can say another word, the figure's gone. Hey, Princess, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Lied, nothing happened. Wayne got the jump on me. Oh, don't mind. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Let's just say nothing happened. You sure? I could have sworn I saw you talking to someone. Wait, it wasn't Wayne, was it? Are you okay? He said some real ominous shit to me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety, that sort of thing. This just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. I need to talk to Tabitha about this. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. How about that? Just kidding. I'll say this. He said some real ominous shit to me. I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. That sort of thing. What the hell is that supposed to mean? The plot thickens. See, she just think this all a joke. That's why I'm about to leave. I'm saying I'm getting out of here. Are you sure? Talking to folks here is probably the best plan we've got, especially now that Wayne's shown up. Stella, if she's scared, she's scared. I'm not about to force her to do something she doesn't want to do. You forced me to go in here, bitch. That's why you want the list. Yeah, you're right. Sorry to get a little overeager, princess. We can regroup outside. I'm gonna say, no, you're right. I'm gonna talk to more minors. I just want to see who we run into. Hey there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Have you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? What do you guys think of Tabitha? Do y'all know this guy I met on the bus? Do y'all know this guy I met on the bus? He said he had some friends up here. Here we go again. You gotta tell us about this guy later, princess. Maybe. What's he like? You tell the group of minors about your encounter on the bus yesterday. I think I'd probably remember someone like that. Yeah, he's no friend of mine, that's for sure. Never met him. Don't know him. It's settled then. Your mysterious bus stranger is a ghost. Or he was lying about knowing people here, or his friends were here for a bit and left town. Sure, those are perfectly rational explanations, but so was the bus ghost. All equally rational theories. Aren't you ghost skeptical? How is a bus ghost a rational explanation here? Part of being ghost skeptical is keeping an open mind towards all manner of potential paranormal encounters. Thanks, Jason. Have any of you fellas seen anything out of the ordinary lately? Like what? Weird animal sighting. I'll say odd noises in the woods. I heard something a few nights ago, like nothing I've ever heard. Some unearthly beast. I'm telling you, Isaac, you need to take a sick day. You need rest, man. I've already taken a sick day this year. Can't afford to take any more if I want to have Christmas off. Tabitha. It can't be that bad here, right? Weird animal sightings. Have you seen any weird animals? Don't tend to go on many hikes. Not exactly the nature seeing type. After a full day of work, all I see is my bed, maybe a few beers in between. That must be Mookie. People getting sick? You a health inspector or something? The boss looks out for our health. That's all on that front. Thanks. Anything else? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. It's real creepy, man. I saw him just now, or no. I'm gonna say he's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? That's what the folks at the general store have been calling him. Does it matter where I got the name? Say nothing. Just say that. Kanika and Sybil. Good people, but I don't expect they'd know every mining fella in town by sight if you catch my drift. Smith, you're losing me. I'm just saying, it'd be awfully strange for Wayne to still be in town, wandering around, following some stranger and not checking in with any of his buddies. Sounds to me like somebody who got sick of work and is having a little fun play and hooky. The following, though. Okay, yeah, that does sound a little unlike him. I thought his lady friend had him under lock and key. It just smells fishy to me. Until I see him face to face, I'm not convinced whoever is calling himself Sam Wayne ain't the very reason we haven't seen hide nor hair of the man. No, there's no way out. He's not. He can't be. I'm not ruling it out. If you want my theory, that girlfriend of his, he wasn't the first to catch her eye. Any one of her jilted ex-lovers could have seen them sneaking around and gotten a little hot under the collar, if you catch my meaning. Dang, who are they talking about? The miners are silent for a moment, glancing between each other nervously as they imagine the possibility. I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. I'll say, who was Wayne seeing? They're not going to tell me that. I don't know why I even asked. Whoa, now, if you don't know, there's no way I'm poking that wasp nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be next on the chopping block. Press him. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got mouths to feed. Losing their jobs and in Sam Wayne's case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. As the miners turn and leave, you can't help but get the feeling that Isaacs has more to say. Ooh, look, I get to give him my contact information. Thank you guys for the 13 likes. As the miners pack their things, you scribble your phone number onto a scrap of paper. Hey, thanks for the help. It was great to meet you all. You reach towards Isaac's and shake his hand, passing your note to his palm. Don't mention it. Should we check in? Just as a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. I'm talking to one last group of miners, and don't worry, I'll keep my eye on Tabitha's trailer. I need to talk to Tabitha about the stuff, or let's meet back up. No, I'm gonna just go do it. Y'all sent me in here. She sees me. She sees me. How about that? Good luck. Talk to all three groups of miners is the achievement I got. Going around asking questions, huh? Stella wasn't kidding when she said these miners were dangerously close to Tabitha's office. You take in your surroundings, making note of any shadows you can melt into at the first sign of trouble. You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Have you noticed anything strange around her lately? What do you think of the owner? Do you two know about the mysterious stranger who bothered me on the bus? I'm gonna say, what do you think of the... maybe I shouldn't say that first. Have you noticed anything strange around her lately? All kinds of weird stuff happens in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Noises from the woods? All the time, howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, you old coot. Might be, might not be, but I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spine, I tell you. It was probably a ditchling, a portent of doom. Your friend is right, it was probably a bobcat or a mountain lion. I saw what made that noise. I saw the creatures that made that noise, pale, hairless, and horribly misshapen with little twisted up faces. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. The two men stare at you, a look of disquiet in their eyes. I had never heard of anything like that up here. Damn, that almost sounds like a ditchling. My grandma used to tell me stories about them when I was a little kid. Damn, I should have said the ditchling line. I guess it's not just my mom. People getting sick? I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Okay. I'm gonna say, do you two know about the mysterious stranger who bothered me on the bus? You tell the miners about your encounter yesterday. I've never known anybody in my entire life. How about you, Tate? Yep, never known a soul. This is going nowhere. Let's face it, Princess, whoever you met on that bus is one of those loose ends you'll just have to live with for the rest of your life. I'm gonna say, what do you think of the owner? Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All they have to say is a mind that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are going to have jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're going to be next if you keep up that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around? What's that young buck up to? What do you think he's been up to? What's he been up to? He's been following me. I think he's been doing a slasher movie, but in real life. I think he might have been murdered and someone's going around wearing his bloody clothes and pretending to be him. I've heard from some of the other folks in camp that he had a nasty spat with an ex. And disappeared not long after. Huh, you mean the boss? As far as I know, that never ended. Oh, that's kind of what I figured. It seemed like they were talking about Tabitha. Stella audibly gasps. Yeah, I figured he just ran off to live in that big mansion with his belle. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Oh my god, gross. As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slight bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. But I suppose this begs the question, did she run him off, or did some jealous son of a bitch oust him? Wait, are you talking about Tabitha or Prolan? I'll say Tabitha. Yep. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. Princess, I think we've got a problem. By the time Stella finishes her sentence, you've already ducked around a corner and out of sight. Hey, that street smart trait coming in handy. I can let her catch me? Why would I do that, though? I'm surprised they're giving me that choice. Why would I do that? Okay, let's meet back up with Stella and Kanika. You continue back towards Stella and Kanika, moving from shadow to shadow and keeping out of sight. Who the hell is that? You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle... Oh, that might be... Could that be Rosalina? A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What is she doing here? Clearly she's doing a delinquency. She's probably fine. Kids will be kids, am I right? I'm going after her. We should call Oscar. What should we do? We should call Oscar. Let's handle that after we catch up with her. Leave the mining camp without Tabitha being alerted to your something. And it says stealth run. Okay. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sounds of active mining fading into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. She didn't. I guess old Maxwell doesn't... The old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. Have teens always been like this? I feel like I really missed out on my risk-taking years. I guess we should go after her, right? Maybe we should just wait outside. I'll say the first one. I never did anything like this. Yeah, I would never. You're fucking lying, bitch. Okay, maybe I poked my head in there a few times. Yeah, stop lying. Well, let's get in there before someone gets hurt. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Princess and I can handle this on our own. Why? Why do I have to handle it with you? Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh man, what should I do, chat? Because I feel like this might be low-key kind of dangerous. But I mean, she didn't even... I don't know. Just because she's annoying and a bitch doesn't mean she'll let me get hurt, so... After all... She won't be able to eat the cooter if I die, so... I do low-key want to tell her. Hold on, I'm going to save right here. I might... if I don't like what she says, I'm going to come back to this. Let me call her. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into the Shaw mine. I figured you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Oh, wait, I gotta do her voice. Ugh, whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, all right? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. Okay, she just pissed me off, bro. She just pissed me off. We're going back. How do I go back to my shit? She just pissed me off. I don't like how she was talking. Go after Rosalina without letting Tabitha in on what's going on. You take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine. We about to die in this bitch. The inside of the mine is warmer than you'd expected. The air is thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad, you know, because of the child miners, or should I say the minor miners. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I can't believe you come down here on purpose. Yeah, it was part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers, did you find anything? I wish, if any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine. Hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Hi, Kibo. Yeah, this game's great so far. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's going to collapse and we're all going to die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how the wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like local wildlife, for instance. What the hell? Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Say, what's the big idea? Yeah, we were sleeping here. Shut that light off, you nosy bastards. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? The mine's collapsing, isn't it? We should hurry and find Rosalina. Y'all are being big babies. Those are totally just normal cave sounds. Let's just find the girl, bro. We should hurry and find Rosalina. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. They're an old Cornish myth named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in mines right before a collapse. Stella! Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Not helpful. I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. Is Zodi hanging from the ceiling? The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. It came from this way. Follow me. These kids are in so much trouble. Oh my gosh. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. Are y'all serious? Miles is down here too. Miles is down here too, bro. This about to be funny because it's different now. Because now her brother down here too, so... You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turns and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in here? What the hell are you doing in here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. These are girls? Oh my gosh. I mean, I can see that being a girl, but this? I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell it into the Grand Canyon. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? What are you guys even doing down here? This is the most miserable place I've ever been in my life. We're here to make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Your dad's looking for you, Rosalina. Chill out, Kanika. They're just teens. Let them have their fun. Remain silent. I ain't saying shit. This don't got nothing to do with me. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Bitch, ain't that your brother over there? Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. See, this is why I didn't want to say anything, because I knew they'd start making fun of her and stuff. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be. You could at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break, they all say at the same time. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. He done been given a look. What did she just say? Canned strawberry margaritas. That he stole it from the general store. Did she not? I was about to say, did she not notice him? Because that's definitely her brother. Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It had better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone even comes in on Tuesdays and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the cavern as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika, but if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being such a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Both of y'all cool it. There's no reason we can't all safely chill here together. I don't want to be in here. Miles, don't try to twist this around on your sister. I'm not saying that, bruh. I'm not saying that, because then he gonna be like, you stole chips earlier. I'd love to help y'all sort this out, but can we maybe not do it in an abandoned coal mine? Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? We should just let the kids have their fun. If these kids want to make bad decisions, that's on them. If this is what y'all do for fun around here, maybe the ditchlings were kind of inevitable. I ain't saying nothing. Actually, my dad is a foreman at this continuous mining facility, and he says the only reason they stopped using this tunnel is because there wasn't enough coal left. I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Yeah, check out how sturdy this place is. What the hell? The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. Jumping up to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Her young self. This is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life. Why are you all fighting me on staying down here? I'm not listening to what some sad 20-somethings have to say about where we're allowed to be. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyways, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. Oh no, this is about your house being haunted, isn't it? Keep it to yourself. Let me say this. No. Oh my god, did my dad tell you that? I'm just leave it at that. Wait, haunted? It's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that like bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it, like I'm still a little kid. I'm not going to weigh in on this. This is between you and your dad, and the two of you should talk about it anywhere that isn't here. I'm sure Oscar's doing this to protect you. You're right, Oscar should treat you more like an adult. How do you know there isn't a ghost? At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted or remained silent. I'm gonna say you guys can talk somewhere safer. Stilts. He has on a Bugs Bunny shirt. That's cool. He looks like somebody from Ed, Edd n Eddy or something. One of the bullies. I couldn't agree more. Yeah, if Rosalina's house is haunted, we should break in and, ghost bust it or something. Sounds pretty rad to me. Whatever gets you delinquents out of this mine. Oh my god, Zane, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, like, break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real, and if it isn't real, well, problem solved. Thanks for the 17 likes, guys. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whether there's a ghost in Oscar's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no, there is not a ghost. Now I'm gonna drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Something bad's about to happen, bro. Kanika's interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this is why we came down here. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella, I'm not checking nothing out. I'm sick of this. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. We're all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. I'm not going. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't so scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and, like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Oh, hey, they must have squeezed through that child-sized tunnel. Oh, no. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We are not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. What in the world? Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever. Come on, you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we just follow their voices. Do you want to take these 2 out of here while Princess and I track them down, Neeks? Oh my gosh. She is irritating my soul, bro. Look, I know I've made a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you 2 alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not here to help? Or what if you run into something totally normal down here that you think is a ghost and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it actually is? Alright, knuckleheads. If I don't escort you 2 out of here myself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure. I can never fit in that tunnel anyways. They have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and the service down here sucks. Good, now go. Miles and Zane quietly head back towards the entrance. Alright, let's get this over with. What's the point of going after them? They don't want to listen to us. We could just all leave. Do I have to come with you? I'm gonna say that. Yes, because I think I've made it perfectly clear how I feel about this place. And if I can suck it up to make sure these kids are safe, you could suck it up too. Oh, don't worry, you guys. It'll be fun and safe. You call everything fun and safe. And here I am, still in one piece. Alright, let's do this. I'm coming with you, but it's because I want to come along, not because you're making me. I'm coming along, but I want to stress that this is still against that it is against my will and better judgment. Oh, let's say this. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're all out of here. My treat. Nah, somebody about to die. Somebody's about to die, and it's not about to be me. That's all I gotta say. You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella ventures forward. As the 3 of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get in so much trouble. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Ooh. Whoa, that's so uncalled for. I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Me? I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks, or I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Yikes, are you okay, Kanika? Dang, Stella, Meat Rice, that's a big deal. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me, or press on. I'm just gonna keep going. You quietly press on. What the hell was that? Another knock closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up, there's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? What did they see? What if they're the ones doing the knocking? What if this is all just a terrible prank? Tommy knockers, those poor kids. I knew coming down here was a bad idea. I can't believe they're making us do this. They better get grounded when all this is said and done. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. I'm saying that. They need to get grounded. Yep, at least we'll probably be able to actually get them to leave. Look on the bright side, Princess. If they didn't come down here, we'd have missed out on a golden opportunity to get spooked. Did it have to be an abandoned mine, though? I'd be fine getting spooked literally anywhere else. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? What did they see? What if they're the ones doing the knocking? Let's say that. Are we sure the tunnel they went through is going to meet back up with us? I mean, we're still able to hear their voices at the very least. We're all still heading in the same direction. What did they see? Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers aren't real, but there's a reason people think they make those sounds. And it's not a coincidence that the whole Tommy knocker myth is tied to mine collapses. Okay, keep going. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Well, it looks like the only way forward is that pit, and it sounds like they're somewhere down there. I've never been this far in. It looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should go down there? You wait up here, Neeks. It might be good to have an extra pair of eyes up here or a voice to lead us back. Alright, I'm not going to argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this. Why do I have to go? Let her go. The fuck? Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Stay safe, Princess. Shut up. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure. I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. Oh, now they're getting scared. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca. Yeah, they're close, all right. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, a desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Wrap yourself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, are you alright, Princess? Bear witness. Stella reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. What the hell? What is this, a flashback or something? Princess, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looks like you had a seizure or something, and then you just conked out. She's okay, Kanika. Thank God. Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're still recovering from whatever that was. Kanika and I are gonna go get you help. We'll be back soon, I promise. So I'm just about to be down here. Bruh. You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasingly desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left, out of breath and teary-eyed. I'm so sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. Going after those kids is a bad idea. Best case scenario, someone gets horribly injured. Worst case scenario, all 4 of you die. Period. That's that street smart. Hey. Another dusting of debris falls from the ceiling. You don't have long until this mine collapses on you. I'm taking Rosalina. If they die, that's on them. Leave Becca and Alexis behind. You reach towards Rosalina. Rosalina, I'm so sorry, but there's nothing we can do about this. The mine is coming apart. We can't go after them. They made their choice, Rosalina. Don't die for their mistake. Your dad wouldn't want you down here. I'm gonna say this. The mine is coming apart, Rosalina. We can't go after them. What if they don't make it? Rosalina, we've got to go. They've already made their choice. Grab her and start running. There's no time to argue. You move towards her, intent on dragging her out if you have to. She hesitates as you move toward her. Alexis, Becca, the way out is this way. If you just follow my voice, you'll be able to make it out. Okay, let's go. She grabs your hand and the two of you start climbing. You push your body to move as quickly as it can, though you're slowed down by the cramped corridors and the winding passageways of the mine. Becca, Alexis, can you still hear me? The knocking drowns out Rosalina's desperate shouts as the two of you crawl closer and closer to the entrance. I'm so sorry I left you guys. The knocking is deafening now, as if someone were trying to break through the walls with a fist of iron. You continue to push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. Then comes the sound of splintering wood. You pick up the pace. The entrance is so close. I'm so sorry. Oh, you guys can't see her. She over here crying and shit. But I mean, I got what I came for. I came here to help her. Would I have loved to save all of them? Yes, but like, I'm not about to die for them. I know that much. And there it is. Freedom. That shit about to fall. You and Rosalina manage to squeeze through the entrance just as the walls of the mine come crashing down. Alexis. Do you think the other two? Maybe they got out. It's possible, right? Maybe there's another entrance or something. Or maybe they're still alive in there? Oh God. I'm so sorry. Rosalina, are you okay? Your dad's on his way. He should be here any minute. I'm so sorry. I came here as soon as I heard that crash. What the hell are you three doing here? I thought I told you to stay out of trouble, yet here you are at the scene of what looks like a deadly accident. How did you manage this? Tabby, come on, it's not Princess's fault. Stella's right. If it's anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. If those 2 kids in there are dead, their blood is on your hands, Tabitha Scarlet. There are kids in there? I'm gonna have to deal with their parents, aren't I? I hate dealing with parents. Also, how dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You 3 were up here with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of there? We did our best to get them out of there. Cool it, Tabitha. We're probably the reason there's only 2 kids in there instead of 5. Cool it, Kanika. I think Tabitha has every right to be upset right now. Cool it, everyone. Let's not let our emotions get the best of us. Kanika's right. You should have boarded it up better. Pointing fingers won't help Becca and Alexis. Tabitha's just another coal baron. There's no point in arguing with her or remain silent. Who do I dislike the most right now? I ain't saying shit. Because I don't fuck with either of y'all right now, to be honest. Y'all forced me to go in there. I should have snitched. Forrest. Thanks for the 19 likes. Come on, guys. Arguing like this isn't going to help those kids. I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but it doesn't actually do anything. You're right. I'm going back to camp. I'll be back with some men. They can start digging. I'll call Earl. Who the hell is Earl? It takes a bit of time, but eventually Tabitha arrives with men and a machine to start digging through the rubble. Well, those are some of the miners we talked to earlier. Oh, Oscar's crying. You, Stella, and Kanika take a quiet moment to yourselves as the others get to work. Do you think Becca and Alexis are okay? I can't believe you left me down there. Ditchlings, your vision, what happens now? My vision. There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened to this place. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. Princess had like a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. That doesn't mean she had an actual vision. There has to be some other explanation. I'ma say, I can't believe you left me down there. Lay off her. What was she supposed to have done? Dragged you up that ladder? No, Kanika, it's okay. I'm sorry. I had no idea how long you would be out of commission. I had to get help. Hey, at least you're alive, right? Shut the fuck up, Kanika. You pissing me off now, bitch. Hey, guys. I don't think she's quite ready to talk just yet. What happened down there? She's okay, Oscar. I made sure of that. Have you met the kids Rosalina hangs out with? Rosalina made it out of there because she stood up for herself. There's something terrible in that mine. I think Tommy Knockers brought down the mine. Rosalina told us you've been living in the library. I think she was trying to get away from that or remain silent. She's okay, Oscar. I made sure of that. Thank you, Princess. I just wish I could have kept her from going in there in the first place. If I just paid closer attention to her, maybe none of this would have happened and those kids wouldn't be down there. I can't help, but I feel like it was my responsibility to prevent this, and I blew it. You're being way too hard on yourself. Teens are reckless. There's only so much you can do. You are the parent in the situation, Aria. I'll say this. And the shorter the lease, the worse the relationship. Don't blame yourself for choices someone else made. As a former reckless teen myself and as a current reckless adult, yeah, she's right. I guess that's true. I tried to let Rosalina make her own mistakes and learn from them, but that's for staying up later, going too fast on her skateboard, not this. She made it out of there because she stood up for herself. You should be proud. She's a good kid, Oscar. Thanks. I'm gonna say that. Rosalina told us you two have been living in the library. I think she was trying to get away from that. Rosalina told you that? Yes, it's true, but you have to understand there's something in that house. We believe you, Oscar. Kanika didn't say anything. I couldn't let it hurt her, and since I didn't know how to get rid of it, I set up a back room at the library for us just until I could figure out how to fix things. I know she hates it, but I thought it would be better for her. Instead, it just drove her away, staying with friends, not checking in, and now this. It's all because of that house. And because of me, because I haven't been able to fix this, I just wish she could understand. Stella's right, we believe you. You don't have to be alone in this, we can help. I don't know if I would have believed you before this week, but Rosalina doesn't believe you. Ghosts aren't real, or... I'll say, I don't know if I would have believed you before this week, but... What Princess is trying to say is that we'll totally help you get rid of your ghost. She's times 2, bitch. You're just pissing me off. Like, she just keeps, like, volunteering me to help her do stuff. And I didn't. She's not asking. She's, like, really pissing me off. Or more likely, we'll figure out what non-ghost thing it actually is. Either way, though, we're here for you. Thanks, you guys. That really means a lot. I should have kept this to myself, but I was so afraid of seeming ridiculous. Dad, you must be so mad at me. This bitch looks like somebody I used to be friends with. Oh, Rosa, no. Of course I'm not mad at you. Do you think that maybe they got out? Maybe there's another exit somewhere? Rosalina, I should have pushed back harder. I knew the way out. I should have made them come with me. I just don't want them to be dead. I'm so sorry, Dad. You don't have to worry. You're alive and you're safe. We couldn't have gone back for them, right? We wouldn't have made it out if we went back. We did what we had to. There just wasn't enough time. Like your dad said, you're alive, Rosalina, and you're safe. That's all that matters. You're right. We couldn't have made it out if we went back for them. We had to make a choice. It's best not to regret it. You made it out there because you made it out of there because you stood up for yourself or remained silent. I think I'll say the street smart one. We did what we had to. There just wasn't enough time. I know how hard this is, but sometimes people have to make difficult decisions. It's just not fair. Why me and not them? I know how difficult this is, and you can be upset for as long as you need to be, Rosa. I think the best thing you can do for your friends right now until we get them out of there is to enjoy the life you have. I know I haven't made that easy for you. I know you've been frustrated with the choices I've made. But I'm gonna do what it takes to move us back into our house. We're gonna have a good life again, Rosa. I'm sorry I didn't do this sooner. I'm sorry this is what it took. Dad, we're on the case. Who is we, Stella? Who is we? We'll be okay, I promise. I'm going to take her home. I guess we'll see the three of you tomorrow. And thank you, Princess. You have no idea how much I appreciate what you did for Rosalina. As Oscar and Rosalina leave, your cousin exhaustedly saunters over to you. All right, Princess, my men are set up to start digging. We're going back to the estate. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, miss, in private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. And don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Oh my gosh, she got my back. I'm on Tabitha's side now. I see why she got such an attitude. Y'all in this town are annoying. Nocturne's over them. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. So Mookie got coffee on the job and shit. I'm Sheriff Hugby and this is Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of the place. Lovely place to live if you ask me. I beg to differ. Lovely indeed. Now Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Princess's family happens to own? What? And don't you think it's even a mite bit odder that Princess happened to be in there with them at the time of said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it weren't peculiar, though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Princess, and all this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Still, a good cop should ask himself these questions. You've got to understand where we're coming from. 2 kids, 15 and 14, are buried alive down there, and maybe they're dead, and you were on the premises. Whether or not that was merely coincidence remains to be seen, but we've got to do our due diligence here. I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. Why the fuck am I going to say that? We were chaperoning them. This town... Why the fuck would I say that? This town is haunted. You're out of your depths here. Why are you asking me this? It was a mine collapse. We saw some teens sneak into an abandoned mine, so we went after them. If it wasn't for me, they'd all be dead. I don't have to talk to you. I know my rights. Unless you decide to accuse me of something, I'm not answering any more of your questions. And for the record, I haven't done anything wrong. My apologies, Princess, just being thorough. Our duty as officers of the law. But we'll leave you be. Clearly, there's not much to be discussed. Yeah, mind your business, Grandpa. We'll be in touch. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. What the hell is going on in this town, Neeks? I've been looking for stuff like this all my life, and suddenly it's everywhere I look. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for all of it somehow. Oh, hey, guess the cops are done with you? What are they going to take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they give you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of God, I guess. Excellent, you didn't get arrested. Now come on, let's go. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, princess? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around almost getting killed every night to keep my cousin out of it. Period, Tabitha! Bruh, Tabitha got my back right now, so she, you know what? She getting off the list for that. Because for having my back. She off the list, y'all. Because Stella's getting on my nerves, and I agree with her. Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. She can make her own decisions. Not while she's under my roof. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm, digging you towards the car. See you tomorrow, guys. I'll text you when we're back. I can walk to the car on my own. Are you kidnapping me? I'm silently following her like a little bitch because I agree with her. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. So you lied about Wayne. You were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? Sorry about today. How are you holding up? I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you want to know. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? You and Kaneko really don't seem to get along. Do you think Becca and Alexis are okay? I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. Ride in silence. Oh my gosh. Tabitha doesn't have your back. She just hates Stella. I mean, I hate Stella too at this point, so. I'm gonna say, do you think Becca and Alexis are okay? We won't know for days at the earliest. Yikes. Their parents should have kept tighter reins on them. I never got into any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearland to thank for it. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh, what am I telling you this for? How do you call your mom by her first name? That shit weird. Whoa, are we bonding? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know more about you. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. You're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. I say, whoa, are we bonding? Tabitha says nothing, mouth suddenly sealed as she fixes her eyes on the road ahead. I say, you're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job tonight. Exactly. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents, and clearly there are some parents who aren't ready. Take the librarian. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive, and here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her just do whatever the hell she wants. It's not fair. Do you want kids? It seems like that struck a nerve. That is entirely out of line. What's wrong with you? Oscar's house is haunted, Tabitha. I don't think it's fair to pass judgment. I'm not saying that stupid ass line. Yeah, you're right. It isn't fair. I'm gonna say, do you want kids? It seems like that struck a nerve. Lots of people want kids. I'm gonna say, you were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? Don't try to distract me from what you did tonight by prying into my personal life. I said, I'm gonna say, I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Noted. I'm gonna say, you and Kaneko really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or... No. Now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? I don't want to talk about Stella, and it's none of your business anyway. How are you holding up? I don't think you want me to answer that question. Okay, I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm just be quiet. Ain't no way he's 25 or so. He looks 45. Yeah, he did. I don't think he's 25. But your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha sink back into silence. This fucking house is haunted too. This isn't any better. Everything we've been scared of is in this house. The Tommy knockers, the taily toes, or whatever they're called. Taily pose. The things, the ditchlings, all of them live in here. So we might as well just go back out to the woods. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be. I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Please just talk to me, cut me some slack. Why did you even invite me here? It seems like you hate me. It's like I've caused you nothing but grief since the moment I set foot in town. I don't hate you. I'm just trying to get through the week, the same as you should be doing. I just don't want you to get hurt. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. You head up to your room to turn in. Isn't Rosalina like 14 or something and Oscar was 19 when she was born? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was giving like 30s to me. Like, that's the vibe I get from him. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Not Stella. I wonder if Stella walked home or if she rode in the car. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mind collapse. No way, I'm sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the bit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, your thoughts... I was about to say, who the hell are these little boys? But never mind. When you close your eyes, your thoughts drift to Alexis and Becca, terrified and alone, if not already dead. Oh, hell nah. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Oh, it's the fucking cat. Okay. I feel better. I feel better because I can actually talk to the cat. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. Just want a warm place to sleep. Not you getting kicked out of the room. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. Didn't this bitch scratch us or bite us or whatever? I need to smack the shit out of her. Kick her off the bed. How about that? The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease and you finally slip into a deep sleep. There's gonna be eyes. There's gonna be eyes. There's gonna be eyes. There's gonna be eyes. Okay, never mind. What room is this? Oh, what the... Fucked up ass stairs. Is this the basement? Finish episode 2 with Street Smart as one of your trades. Okay. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. Proceed if you dare. Okay, we're gonna save it here because I don't want to overwrite this. Go ahead and actually save it here. Alright guys, that was episode 2. That was episode 2, my peoples. We got to do episode 3. Well, I've been streaming for about 4 hours, so we are not doing episode 3 right now, because then the stream will be 8 hours. We ended around the same time yesterday, so it seems like every episode's about 4 hours, and I'm not streaming for another 4 hours. Sorry, Mookie Styles. Sorry to disappoint. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I will see you guys next time. Be sure to leave a like on the stream if you have not already. Alright, good night, guys.